Welcome everyone to a fucking wonderful episode today. We're gonna fucking talk about our top five bands to look out for this year in 2025. We got some fucking awesome picks today, man. I'm so happy to be back recording and whatnot. It's just it feels like I'm back in that rhythm now to where we're starting to
Yeah.
do things like every week now and every day we talk every day. We're talking about
Mm,
music, which is like my favorite thing to do with you all the time. Um,
yeah.
we got some fucking interesting picks today, man. We got some fucking
Interesting.
kind of weird-ish bands to talk about. Some of them are a little I got my opinions, don't worry. We'll fucking hear
I
about
want to
those
hear.
later.
I want to hear.
But what like how did you go looking for these bands today? Like or like this week? Like what was your kind of mindset going into like looking for these bands? Like what was like standing out for you? Like when you picked a band, it was like,
Yeah.
okay, how do I know that they're gonna be like big this year or what's gonna make them
Mm,
big?
mm. So yeah, one of the ones that I mentioned earlier was that I've actually seen one of them live, which was awesome, and we'll get into that. I'll hold on to that info for the
Okay.
moment. So one of them was I seen live in a support slot that were just absolutely amazing. The yeah, I was kind of struggling like where to start, which I think I remember being the exact same last year because it is such a huge. If you just load up Spotify and are like, right, okay, let's try and find a band that are not very popular. Where do you even start to look? But one of the so yeah, the second band that I found was actually like an Instagram targeted ad, which that's obviously come in handy for us before with American Overdose. Shout out to Cody, and
Yeah, fucking A.
you know
Like that
that
was
that
such a
that
good
is
find, man.
yeah, that is quite a very modern way of finding new music as well. I found is like targeted ads because you kind of get a whole range of stuff. But I don't know about you and your targeted ads, but mine always do seem to
I'll
be
go into
like
that if you want me to.
like like metal bands. No, I just mean like genres. I always find like I never have a targeted ad for like a pop band or do you know
Mm,
what I mean, like an R&B
same.
singer or anything. It's always so however that algorithm works is very good. That's kind of what I'm getting at. It's a good way to discover new bands and stuff.
So for me, it was more of like I just went to like new metal bands, like
Yeah.
not NEW or new
Mm,
metal bands, and I was going through them, and there was one that's on my list. That's my number one that I've already known, but then I looked at
okay.
their subscriber count, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
Like that kind of really surprised me. So, but they made the list this
Mm,
time around. I'm glad I get to talk about them. I'm glad that they're on the list. I just went for music that caught me. Didn't
yeah.
really matter if it was like rock, hard rock, soft rock, whatever, girl
Mm,
singer, male singer, duo singers. I didn't really give a shit what it was. If it
yeah.
appealed to me and I felt like it's like, man, if they do things right, they can do so much this year. And that
Mm,
was kind of like my deal going into this, and I'm super excited to fucking talk about a few of these. I think
yeah. Yeah.
you
Me
started
too. Yeah.
last week, right? So
Yeah.
we're
Yeah. It
gonna
was
go
me.
ahead and I'm gonna pull up the list between you and I because
Hmm.
I'm a noob and I didn't do that, and we talk a fucking lot. So
We've got far too many. I've just remembered as well another way that I found a couple of these were actually looking at festival lineups, but looking right down at the
really,
bottom of the poster. Yeah,
so
yeah.
my first band that I want to talk about is Last Days of War.
Okay.
These I found these guys. The song that I have on the playlist is called Little Karma,
Mm,
and I don't know what it was. It was like the industrial feel to it, the
yeah.
kind of Nine Inch Nails vibes I was getting from
Mm,
it. And then they hit you with like this hardcore singing, and then they hit you with like this really melodic chorus that was kind of
yeah.
catchy. And then you got like these electronic snare beats in the back. It
Mm,
was just like the whole package all in one. I think these guys come from Southern California is where they're from, which I would
okay.
have never thought, but I feel a lot of like Rammstein, Nine Inch Nail
Mm,
vibes from them. They really
yeah.
have that kind of um like vibe to them to where it's just like, okay, I'm listening to this is industrial, but then they switch it up to like hardcore for like some of
Yeah.
their other stuff. They don't have
Mm,
a lot put out right now. These guys
yeah.
have about 1,300 followers a month, which is very low for like
Mm,
compared to some of the numbers we're going to be talking about today.
yeah.
But man, what a find these guys were! It was such
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
like a breath of fresh air for me. I fucking love these guys. The picture that they have on their Spotify is absolutely hilarious because they look like they could be like your math and science teachers, and you're about to fucking do some hardcore breakdowns on you.
I was
They're
actually
like,
thinking they look like some sort of retro gaming staff.
yeah, they're like IT guys. That's what
Yeah, all
what
that.
they
Yeah.
look like, and they're about to fucking like do this death breakdown on you. I'm like, okay, this is fucking great. I love these guys. But I love the song, and he's just talking about. I just want a little karma for all the fucking shit that I'm doing,
Yeah.
and whatnot. And I just absolutely love these guys. What are your thoughts,
Mhm.
man?
Yeah, this was an interesting pick, I thought, because I don't know, I just didn't expect how they sound from, like you've said, looking at the picture and reading a little bit about them. Obviously, in their like Spotify bio, it does mention. I quite like the description metallic rock. That's not a genre that I've heard
I got
before,
you. No, no, I
but
definitely get that
as I
vibe.
read it and then I hear them, I'm like, yeah, okay, that does make sense. And yeah, it was definitely like Fear Factory and Rammstein, like you
That
mentioned.
yeah, Fear
You
Factory was the
definitely
other
get,
one that I was trying to think of, and I couldn't like pinpoint the
yeah,
name. But you're right, Fear Factory is one of them.
yeah, yeah. Not not like it's obviously they've just kind of pulled influences from them and stuff. And the other one I thought of as well, which is probably just your standard go to when you hear anyone industrial, is some of the music sounded a little bit Rob Zombie, just a
A
little
little
bit.
bit, little bit.
Yeah, just I think the tone of the guitar and the way that the drums kind of just kept on going, that
Yeah,
the relentless beat type of thing. But yeah, this was a good find because I probably wouldn't say that like industrial is high up on my list.
me either.
If I
I
was
don't
writing
expect it.
genres that I like, it wouldn't be very high. But then when I hear it, I'm like, oh, that's actually quite good.
Oh,
I
it's like this
enjoyed
is
that.
what I want. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
because you'll
I think if
never
you're in a
pass over like if it's a good industrial band and
mm,
it comes on like your Spotify or your radio or something you're like and you vibe with it, it's like okay, I'm just gonna let this play because I kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
dig this.
that's what I'm
But it
like.
wouldn't
Yeah,
be something that I'd go out of my way to fucking look for. And it's like,
mm,
okay, this is what I'm gonna like listen to for the day.
yeah,
And I think that we need to start listening to more industrial because I think there's so many good bands that are out there that are industrial, but we just
mm,
overlook them because of like that's not really our
just
bag.
yeah,
And
yeah,
because you and I seem to be like heavy metal, metal, new metal, that kind of deal. There's no
mm,
in like industrial here like Rammstein or something. Even though I fucking love Rammstein, that's like
yeah. Me too.
the
Yeah,
pinnacle of industrial
it
metal
is.
music.
Yeah,
But I would love to give these guys a shot this year. See what they
mm,
can do, man. I'm
yeah,
very
yeah. I
happy
think
with this band.
it's a good pick, really good find. Well done.
What was your first one, man?
So mine one. Have you got the bands ranked in order then?
I got my bands ranked in order, yo.
Right, okay, yeah. Let me just check my messages because I think I've written them down, but what I sent you was a different list.
Oh,
So,
you changed it on me?
well, no, so I was writing, as I was coming across them, I was like writing down the bands. And then they're not
Oh,
really in any
gotcha.
order, but when I sent you the information, I ranked them in there. So, um, I'll just double check that. So, my in at number 5 for me was Split Chain.
Yes, this. Let's fucking talk about this shit,
Yeah,
bro.
let's talk about them, yeah, because I am interested to hear what you say. So, my vibe that I got was if you're a fan of either or both of Deftones and grunge as a whole genre, they are sort of a mixed bag of that. And I like the fact that on their Spotify profile, they actually call themselves Dreamcore.
So like let's fucking talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Dreamcore. This
Uh-huh.
feels like it's like polyphia kind of stuff. Like that
Oh,
kind
really?
of
Is that what
like
you got?
dreamcore for that's what I call it, like or math
Okay.
rock or dreamcore is more of like I feel like dreamcore is like more melodic with their rock music and it's kind of softer, but there's still some screams. It's kind of like CKY ish vocals kind of deal. That's
Okay.
kind of what I'm getting from that. But that was the first time I ever
Interesting.
heard Dreamcore, and I was
Yeah.
like, "This is very interesting," and I'm kind of in for it. Um, the the
Just
song,
kind of.
just kind of. So
Okay. I mean, I
so
can
for
fully get that they're not like everybody's bag. I get that.
no, and I get
Yeah.
that. The one song that I did pull from them that I kind of liked was "Get Inside." That was like one of the
Okay.
songs that I did pull.
Mm, yeah.
It's very interesting because once again, I'm getting like another Nine Inch Nails vibe here with
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
kind of like the way they present their music. They're
Hmm.
not industrial at all, but the way that their notes are progressing and the way that they're fucking putting their music together is just so unique
Mm,
that it
yeah.
makes me think of that Nine Inch Nails vibe.
Okay.
And it's
Interesting.
this was an interesting find. I kind of liked it. I wouldn't put them in like my top artists of the year to listen to,
No,
but
no, I don't think I
but
would.
these are definitely worth listening to. That's why I got three other
Hmm.
songs on
Yeah,
here.
that's.
Yeah,
I
just go
think
check it out, man.
if you're a fan of Deftones, that's who I can most liken them to.
I say Deftones is a great answer for that. I say
Yeah.
Deftones is definitely the way to fucking like
Mm,
categorize
right.
that, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah. So, what's interesting about these also? So, I actually picked these up from the Download Festival poster. So, whether or not I
Really
like, yeah, yeah. So, they're from the
cool.
Southwest and in the UK. Yeah, they're playing Download Festival. So, but yeah, it's interesting. Like you just said, they probably won't be in your top bands of the year. They probably won't be in mine either. Will I go and see them? I mean, if I'm sort of free and I do have, time to go over and find them if they're like in a small tent or something, it might be quite cool to listen to them live in there. So there is a chance that I might go over. But what I find really interesting is the fact that they're a band from the UK, but all of their Spotify monthly listeners are all in America, which is quite, I don't know if that kind of rare.
A little bit, yeah. I'd say
Because
it's a
like
little
literally
rare.
the top five listeners is Los Angeles, Houston, Chicago, New York, and Dallas. But for a
That's all
band that are
over the
from,
U.S.
that's what I mean. It's
It's
literally the
all
whole
over.
country. Whereas as the band are from the UK and no one in the UK seems to be listening to them, seems,
And
I
like,
don't know. It
and
seems a
that's the
bit
way that
random
it
to me.
happens too. Is
Yeah.
that some bands will be because there was like the first band that I talked about. I thought they were
Mm.
from Europe because of the way they
Mm.
sounded, the way
Yeah, they
that they
do
were
have that
doing it.
sound.
But then I looked and I was
Yeah.
like, they're from fucking California. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is this? Like, that's the vibe that I was getting. But with
Hmm.
this one, it's so weird that they're from your part of the world, and yet they're more known over here than they are over
Like,
there.
yeah, and like you say, not a specific state either. Like literally the entire country, which is just, yeah, very. I mean, it's impressive, isn't it? It's not. I don't think it's very common that a band crack America before they crack their own country. If you know what I mean?
And it's like his voice is unique too.
Mm.
Like it's oh my god, you know what? I am so fucking dumb.
You're not
What
getting a
am I
light on, have
doing,
you?
Huxley?
What a
What am I doing?
noob!
What am I doing here?
Noob
Like
streamer.
I got a light and I'm not even fucking using it. Alright. Fucking A.
That's better.
Now that that's over with.
Yeah.
I
But yeah,
really got
his
nothing
voice.
else from these guys. These guys were not really what I was looking for
Hmm.
for this one. It's not really my vibe. Would I let their songs play on my radio? Probably. Would I
Yeah.
go out of my way for search for them? Nah, I really probably
Hmm.
wouldn't do that. That's
That's
just
fair.
my opinion for it today.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cool. Well, that's pretty much all I have about that. They
All
are
right.
actually on, just to give them, if we can, I think if we can promote a little bit somehow, if we know that these bands are touring that we're talking about or something, we could always give a shout
If I
out to that.
can find some information on them if they're touring or not.
Hmm.
What I can tell
Just,
you is like how many songs they have out, albums, stuff like that. I can give you all that information. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know anything about like touring dates or if they're touring or if
Mm.
I know that
So,
one of the bands is about to tour. But
okay.
that's my number one pick. I know that they're
I'll,
about to tour here soon.
right,
So
okay.
so we got
I'll try
that.
and find. I'll try and pick up any tour posters or whatever. So Split Chain are actually supporting Silverstein on their 25
Really?
years of noise tour. Yeah. and that's starting.
Nice.
It's actually starting today, the 10th of January, when we're recording in Philadelphia. Shout out to Lady Crispy. And yeah, it's basically an entire America with a little bit of Canada, and then over to the UK, and then over to Europe. So they're
Just a little
basically
bit all
touring
over
from
the place.
today until March. Yeah,
Well,
but again,
they're
pretty
going to be a
impressive.
little bit all over the place.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. So, like I say, if I'm free and they're at download and it's not clashing with anybody else, I may go and see them just to kind of get the vibe.
Just to check it out, see what they are live.
Yeah, yeah.
I would too, man.
That's all I've got
That's
to
all
say
I got
about
for
that.
that, man.
Me too.
All right. Well, then we're going to go on to mine.
Mhm.
This one is this band is called Kagare, Kagar. I don't really know how to spell that or like say that name. So if I'm butchering
Yeah.
it, come find me. Do something
I would
about
say
it.
I would say it's like Kagar.
Kagar. Is that
I think
how
so.
you would say it?
Yeah.
Like I think that like if I go to their page, they have an album out, and they have an EP that has about 5 songs. So they have about 6 songs in total. The one
Yeah.
that I picked was called Vector. If you saw that on the list today.
Mhm.
So I just really love these guys. This sound is so
Yeah.
fucking amazing. It was
Yeah.
like a breath of fresh air in fucking the new metal, heavy metal industry. I think that these guys, let me give you their stats here. They got 890 monthly listeners, bro. Less than
That
a K.
is- That is
And
crazy.
it is crazy to find these fucking bands that have less than 1,000 subscribers
Yeah,
and
yeah.
listeners, and it's like, bro, why do you not have more? Push this fucking music out. This is
Yeah,
so
exactly.
fucking good. And
How?
I don't know how I found this. Like it just came on like a recommended radio or whatever, and this song came on. Fucking amazing. Like these guys
I really
are
like this one,
absolutely
actually.
amazing.
This was a good find.
This is probably one of my favorite finds so far this year is this band.
Yeah.
And one of the other bands that I'm going to talk about next, one of them too. So,
Okay.
what are your thoughts about this band, man?
So I did
That's what
actually
I'm
dig a little
interested in.
bit. I did actually. So the Vector is a really good song. I like that. But I did actually dig a little bit into the Kagar EP, and the first track on there, I think it's the first track, is called "Ascend Before the Fall,"
Mm-hmm.
and that again, such a really nice, clean guitar tone. Very chuggy is how it starts. But the
Yeah.
guy, the vocalist who just looking at Spotify, I think he's called Jason. He's got a
Mhm.
really, really good sound to his voice as well. So this goes on with our amazing track number ones kicking off like album openers or EP openers.
Yeah, man.
I really like
his
this
vocals. His vocals
Yeah.
are so fucking good on this song. And then you get
Mhm.
like a little bit of a guitar solo too in there. And the guitarist gets to fucking show off some of these skills.
Yeah.
And the drummer's just blasting beats, bro, in the back.
Yes.
He's just getting that double
like
bass
the drummer.
going.
Yeah.
And it's just, I just absolutely, I went feral whenever I heard this for the first time. I was like, Staying Face
That's awesome.
activated. It was just so
Yes.
fucking good right from the rip. Go
Yeah.
fucking check these guys out. These guys are fucking
Very
amazing.
riffy.
I hope they do so well this year, man. I'm going to keep track of this
Yeah,
band.
me too.
It's going to be, this is, all right. So I remember when I found Gore, or you found Gore, right? You found it.
I honestly can't remember which one of us.
I can't
thought
remember
you
which one
did,
of us
but
found it. I know that one of us
I thought it
found
was
it.
you, but I don't know. Yeah.
And I think it was me. And I found the Prey song with less than like 200 plays or something like that.
Yeah, that was
And
it.
I found this and I was like, why is no one fucking talking about this? I want this to be my Gore moment here for these
Yeah.
guys. I want these guys to fucking just do everything that they can to fucking succeed. And I hope that they do.
Yeah,
That's
we should.
all I got,
We
man.
should. For when we do that, because we seem to do this annually now, and I hope we continue doing it, like the ones to
me
watch
too.
episode. But we should have that. That should now be a thing for this and future episodes. We should have a Gore moment, which band can we find
Which
that don't
band
have a
is
lot
gonna- yeah,
but do the best?
This is our Gore moment. Like these guys succeeded so well this year. This is our
I love
Gore
that.
moment.
Yeah.
Shout out to fucking Haley, man. She's so fucking awesome, man.
Mm.
She's one of my
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
people. I follow her on Instagram and all that other stuff. She's so fucking.
Surely the
She's an awesome
world's
person.
first metal NASA employee. Metal
Probably
singing
is.
NASA employee
Singing
or whatever.
and being a NASA engineer.
That is so awesome. But yeah, these I don't know if you know, but they're actually from Kansas City.
I didn't look at. So this was the one I didn't
It doesn't
like.
it
Look
doesn't say
at
anything
where-
on Spotify.
There's nothing on Spotify for me to see, so
No,
that's
no.
why I didn't know where they were from. So they're from Kansas.
I went snooping through to their Facebook page. Yeah, they're a 4-piece
Ooh.
progressive metal band is how they describe themselves.
Okay,
So if
that
that's
definitely makes a lot of
sounds-
sense.
yeah, if that's anything that anyone listening might enjoy, then definitely check them out. But they've released some stuff on Bandcamp because obviously, you know, I don't know if they're signed to a label or anything yet, but I think if you release stuff through Bandcamp, you get all the money yourself, don't you? As the
I think
maybe
so,
a
yeah.
small fee sort of thing. So yeah,
There's like a small fee to it, but yeah, you get most of the money yourself.
yeah. So give them a
I
follow.
love it, man.
Give them a shout out.
I love this find. This was probably my favorite.
It was a good
next
one.
to like two. There's two more that are probably more of my favorites.
You've
but I really
got
love
some
this one.
fucking stellar picks. And
I appreciate that,
I'm
man.
slightly jealous. I'm slightly
You're
jealous that
slightly
you've.
jealous.
Yeah, I am seriously. I'm like, God, these are fucking awesome. And then I listen to the next one. I'm like, these are also fucking awesome.
I'm gonna ask you some questions after this one because we have no honorables. This is just the five.
No. Yeah.
So I got some questions
Okay.
for you after we're done with our fives, and then we'll
Okay.
it'll kind of like solidify some things for me.
Right. Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and
Interesting.
talk about your next band, man. Let's fucking get into
Okay.
it.
So my next one is Unprocessed.
Okay, let's talk about it.
So these are actually, I have to give a shout out to my friend Olivia because she put me onto these, and Olive, and she really enjoys them. She's been telling me about them for probably about a year now. She's like, these are awesome. You need to listen to them. And I've been like, yeah, I will. And then I haven't. And then again, she's like, have you listened yet? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, right, okay, I will do. So I finally give them a listen because of this episode. And they are fucking great. I can't believe I've ignored them for so long.
This was definitely an interesting band to listen to, but go ahead, man. Like, tell me more about them.
Yeah, but I think they are actually from. In fact, do you know what? I'm actually not sure where they are from. It was a different band I was
Germany.
thinking about. Are they really?
Yeah, it says a German,
that's
German
right, it does.
quartet. Yeah.
Wow, that is kind of shocking a little bit. So
Why is that
the best
shocking?
way, I don't know. I didn't get that vibe.
You didn't
from
expect
them.
Germany?
No, I didn't. No. So I think personally, the best way that I can describe them is, for me, they're like a blend of Bad Omens, Bring Me the Horizon, and just because the guy's in one of the songs, Polyphia as well, they're kind of a nice
Polyphia,
mix
yeah.
between those three
I was
bands.
gonna say I got heavy Polyphia vibes from this,
Mhm.
and
Yeah, so that,
I absolutely love
Tim-
these guys, man.
Tim, what's his name? Tim Henson. He's the guy, the
Mhm.
guitarist from Polyphia, isn't he? So he's actually in a track that you've put on the playlist.
I think I got
And-
the playlist. I think I got that song in the playlist. I think
Yeah, you did.
So,
Yeah, that Die
yeah.
on the Cross or something.
that's
it's
the
called.
one. Yeah, that's the one. I
Die
put
on the
in
Cross
here.
of the Martyr. Yeah. So that's got Tim Henson on from Polyphia. And then there's a couple of other tracks, ones that I liked. Dead Rose, that's a really good one. That's got, again, those right at the
Yeah,
beginning.
Dead
It's got
Rose
those-
was probably my favorite one out of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
really
similar,
like Dead Rose.
similar
It was
Polyphia vibes.
like these guys gave me. This was a journey for me with these guys. This was like. I go into it thinking like, okay, he probably picked some like metal band or whatever. Don't get me wrong, there are some heavy parts to these guys, and I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
But they also gave me like a Dance Gavin Dance kind of vibe too, with like the math rock. That's what I call it, math rock.
Yeah.
They use a bunch of different music theories and stuff for like their notes and whatnot. These guys hit that dopamine receptor for me, where it
Really?
was like. They got this heavy ass breakdown, then they go right into the fucking weird guitar stuff. And I was like, oh my God, that just like, I don't know what it was. It just like that transition was just so good that I just went to like a whole nother universe, man. And it was
wow.
like, yeah, this was probably like one of my favorite bands that you sent me.
Yeah.
They do have a new follower, me. You know, these guys are fucking amazing. This voice is good. This guitar is good. Drums are good. These guys are very talented. They do have 133,000 followers a month. I hope that reaches 1 million this year for them.
Yeah, me
Because these
too.
guys
Yeah,
are
that'd be
just
well
so
good.
like too fucking good not to be talked
Mm,
about. And
too
this was
talented, aren't they?
yeah. Yeah, this was
Yeah.
definitely one of my more favorite ones that you
Okay.
sent me. I actually listened to more than what's on the playlist of theirs because I wanted
All
to see
right.
what else they had.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
because right
love
now
that.
I got Dead Rose on, and Dead Rose is just that's probably my fucking jam right now is Dead Rose. It's
Okay.
just such a good song. Go check it out, guys. This playlist is full of amazing artists, by the way.
Yeah, it
They're
is.
so talented. There's a lot more bands on here that we couldn't get into that
Mm-hmm.
I wish that we could. That maybe they could appear in another episode one day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but yeah, these guys are just so fucking good. Go check them out.
Oh, good. I'm glad you love them.
Absolutely love this pick, man.
Yeah. So this little confession, this is the one that I thought you would fall in love with.
Oh,
When I
really?
yeah, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
find out more about that later. So, like, you can ask
Oh,
me
okay.
questions afterwards because I still gotta
Okay.
give you a solid and platinum choice for your band picks
Yeah, yeah.
today.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold on to
Let's
that
not forget that this time, by the way.
then. Yeah,
We're
sorry about
fucking noobs, bro.
that. Completely forgot a little thing that we
I love
actually do
it.
every week. Yeah.
It was so fucking hilarious, man. I was
Yeah,
like,
no,
no fucking way do we forget that.
yeah,
It's like our
that was funny.
staple thing. What a way to start off the year, right?
Exactly, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got on them. They are just
all right.
really enjoyable. So yeah, go give them a follow. And in terms of touring, they're doing like an Australian and Asia tour over the
Yep.
next few months. So should any of our listeners be listening from there and you like the vibe, go check them out.
All right, so we're gonna go on to my next pick. This is probably one of my favorite finds this week.
Okay.
Their name is For What It's Worth.
Yes.
Yes, these guys are absolutely fucking cracked, bro. These guys are so fucking good, banger after banger. They only have 5 songs out right now, and that's it. And one of them,
Yeah.
I think, is like a remake of an old like a pop song or something, and like that's it. But
Yeah.
they have 4 original songs, and I cannot wait for them to put out fucking more. And I see like a steady increment of them releasing music, so they're probably gonna release a full like LP this year, and I
Yeah.
really hope they do because I love this
too.
guy's voice. I they have 670 monthly listeners, and it's just and I'm one of them. Like I absolutely
And I
fell in
am.
love with this guy. Yeah, I fell in love with these guys. I love their sound. They have like like in A Day to Remember feel to them almost, to where they have like that structure that just I love and I fall in love with. I
Yeah.
love it. It's so fucking good. The choruses are so good. I say that Shell Shocked is probably my favorite song by them.
Yeah.
Definitely go check that one out. That's definitely one of their harder ones that they do. Just they got electronic beats a little bit in the backgrounds. Double bass
yeah.
guitar is good. Singing is good. Screaming is good. Like what's not to love about this band?
Exactly.
I know you got a few things to say about this one because you were messaging me about it.
Yes.
Tell me about
Yeah.
it, man.
So the first kind of thing is I just love how they characterize their name. So when I first saw it, I was like, how do you even say this name? Because it's written
That's what I
IVWIW.
did
And I'm like,
at first.
I'm like,
too.
Ivwiw. How do you pronounce it? Ivwiw? But then obviously, you have a look and it says it's actually 4. So the IV is the Roman numeral 4, and then WIW is For What It's Worth. That's such a clever name for a band. I absolutely love that. This was an awesome find, by the way. I have to give you massive well dones for this. But in terms of, so they say that they're actually inspired by Polaris, Like Moths to Flames, Wage War, and Alpha Wolf. And I actually got that Wage War feeling when I was listening to the Shell Shocked. They do have a very similar kind of style as both musically and vocally to Wage War.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really, really like these.
I was gonna say Wage War is like another influence of theirs, and I definitely feel that vibe from here.
Yeah.
Man, it's just
the
so good.
the cover that you mentioned was Larger Than Life.
That's what I wanted to get into.
Yeah,
They did my
I
fucking
love
Backstreet
that.
Boys song that we
It's
did for
such
the
a
fucking
banger.
90s.
not
Bro,
only
it's
is it
so
a banger
good.
though,
He's even
not
got the
only is it,
plot in there, bro. And it's
yeah,
so
I know,
fucking
yeah, I'm just
like,
gonna
how
say
do you
that
do that in a Backstreet Boys song? And these guys did it. And
they
it
did
was
it
so good, man. I actually
seamlessly.
I was not prepared for that at all.
Well,
And
I
I was
wouldn't either. I
listening
mean,
to it.
I saw the
I
song
started
title, but
wondering
I
why, but I was
didn't
like, no way
expect.
did
Yeah,
they
yeah.
fucking remake this song. And I
Well,
put it on. I was like, they
I didn't
fucking
even
did.
think of that. Yeah, I just saw it and thought, oh, that's an interesting song name. I never even thought it was going to be a fucking cover, but yeah, it is so good. These are an awesome find, and just from hearing the few songs that they've released, I am very excited for this band this year. I really
Me
am.
too. I'm so
Yeah.
fucking ready to like see what they have coming.
Did
This
you find
I don't.
these on? Where did you find them?
I found these on the same playlist.
All right.
I
Okay.
found so like I had a playlist that once it was over, I think these were on the playlist. But usually
Yeah. Yeah.
when you listen to it for like 2 or something hours straight, it'll start
Mm,
playing recommended songs instead of the
yeah.
playlist
Yeah.
for some reason. I have fucking idea why. Um, but then these guys came on, and I was like,
Yeah. This
okay, I
is
vibe with
awesome.
this.
Yeah.
What's good? And I look at their name,
Yeah.
we're like IVWIW.
If I've will,
if
I'm glad we did the same thing.
we've like and then I looked at their description and it says for what it's worth because it's like Roman numerals and then
Yeah.
WIW. And I think that was so fucking cool. That's probably like my
Yeah,
favorite
it
part
is.
about them is their fucking name.
It's really good.
But that's all I got for these guys, man. Go fucking check these guys out, like for real.
Yeah. If you're fans of like the bands that they've got listed, Polaris and like Monster Flames and Wage War, then I think you'll absolutely love these. So go check them
For
out.
sure.
And we need to find out if they're touring because I definitely want to try and find these and see them. This would be so good. Let me have a quick Google while see if we can find if they are touring and where they're from because I don't think it says where they are from, does it?
I don't
Unless
think it does. Does it?
Oh, okay. So interestingly, I think those. How many? You said they've got 5 tracks.
I think so. Plus, because it's gonna be the larger than life remake that they did. Plus, their other songs.
Oh, yeah. So then, strangely, their last post on their Facebook page says "Sink or Swim" EP set to release in 2024. So that's clearly not happened. So whether or not they've got issues or whatever, I don't know. But it's supposed to be coming out as a full EP.
Well, we'll see how that fucking works out, right?
Yeah, hopefully
these guys sound too good not to be together right now. They have that sound that I'm looking for, and I really hope that's not anywhere near true. Hopefully it's just delayed and it's they're not not making music. Like I hope that's not the thing because these are very high on my list for a reason.
So their first show was on the 25th of October.
Okay.
In Worcester, Massachusetts, is it? MA?
Mm-hmm.
Worcester, MA? Is that Massachusetts? Worcester, MA. Help me out, American.
Where's NA?
No, MA. Worcester, MA.
Oh, Massachusetts.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, I thought so. So that's their first show.
That might be Maine. Hold on.
Okay.
It's either Maine or Massachusetts, but I think it's Massachusetts, though.
Yeah, I think it's that as well. I'm going to go with that.
All right.
Yeah, so their first show was literally just a few months ago. So for them to hopefully, well, I don't think they're probably not going to get across here. So it seems they're from that kind of general area.
Maine is ME.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. So go give them a follow and definitely check them out. And let's try and get them on a big, nice, massive world tour supporting someone. That'd be
Fuck yeah. Let's fucking get them on that world tour.
These deserve it. And listen to Larger Than Life because it is fucking great.
That shit was just so unexpected. I fucking absolutely love that song. It went straight to my favorites, man, just because.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's already in there.
Yeah, this makes it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get into your fucking next pick, man.
Okay.
I really want to fucking talk about this one.
I'm so excited to hear what you've got to say about a little band called Battlesnake. These guys are fucking hilarious.
Oh, for real. That's going to
Do
be
you
my percent.
agree?
They're
Yeah. Thank
hilarious.
God. Yeah, you've not took them seriously. I mean, let's just read their Spotify bio to kick off them as a band. A noxious synthesis of amphetamine and gasoline. Mortals tremble. All hail Battlesnake. What sort of
Yeah, I
intro is that?
fucking absolutely love that, man. It's so
Is that
fucking
not the best?
hilarious.
The best intro I've ever heard in my life. These give me, just from looking at them, electric callboy vibes. They look like they're having the time of their
I
life.
want to tell you what vibes I get from them here in a
Oh
minute.
yeah, go on, please do, please. Yeah, no, because I really
They
want.
give
When I
me
heard
Blue
these,
Oyster Cult vibes from them. I
that
get
is
Blue
not a
Oyster
band
Cult
I
vibes. I get
all
Led Zeppelin, Pink
expected.
Floyd vibes. I
Really?
get like 70s
Yeah,
heavy metal kind of deal
fuzz,
with the
that fuzz
solos.
sound.
Just the full sound is all 70s metal
Oh
and
my
70s
god,
rock. That's all I
that is
fucking hear
awesome.
from this. I'm
I
here
love
for
that.
it. I'm here for the fucking crazy
Are
ass
you here for it?
solos.
Because I
I'm here
was
for
genuinely a little bit worried that you weren't
they're
going to be here.
I love these guys. That I thought the gimmick was really funny, and
Mm.
I really enjoy their sound. It's not a band I would go out of my way to like listen to all the time,
Mm.
but I definitely enjoyed it for the most part. I
Oh,
think it
I
was
love
very
that.
enjoyable to listen to
I
because I
love
was
that.
like, oh, 6 minutes and 20 seconds, and I get a lot
Yeah,
of fucking guitar. Fuck yeah,
yeah,
let's do this, man.
yeah, yeah.
And just listening to, I think I have Nightmare King on right now,
Mm.
and that's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
probably my favorite song by them
Oh,
because it's
okay.
just, I just love the guitar and it's so good. And then
Mm.
he like, that's why I said it gives me Blue Oyster Cult vibes when they do Cities on Flame of Rock and Roll. It kind of gives
Hmm.
me that vibe, and I
Okay.
absolutely am all
Interesting.
here for it because it's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, they're definitely unique. I'm not actually sure where they're from, but at the minute they're on tour. They've got a load of like New Zealand and Australian dates. So I'm gonna have a little guess while I do a bit of background searching that they are from there. But yeah, these are just so, I don't even know what it is about them, man. They're just so funny. It's just,
I think the gimmick is what I fall for, and
yeah, me
then
too. Yeah,
it's like the music draws me in with his voice and the fucking everyone's just so fucking talented that
yeah,
like
that's
the
it.
gimmick becomes like the main stage, and then like,
Hmm.
that's where I feel like these guys are, and it's so fucking hilarious to see
Yeah.
that.
So again, these were actually off the Download Festival poster. So I
Oh,
think I'm gonna
gotcha.
I think I have to go see these, man. I can't. I
You
don't
have
think I
to.
can
You
skip
have to
seeing
fucking
these.
see these guys. Like
The fact that
for
they've got a
me,
song called
Hatsune, go
"I
see
Am the
these
Vomit."
guys.
Yeah, no. The fact that the top one of the top songs on Spotify is called "I Am the Vomit." I mean, if that don't tell you enough that you need to listen to them and go see them, then I don't know what does. But yeah, they are from Australia, so that kind of probably explains a lot.
I love
Right.
it, man. This was probably one of I wouldn't say it was my favorite find that you had, but it was still
Oh,
a very funny and unique find. I'll give
mm,
you that.
mm. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Again, similar to like I said with the other band, if I'm free while I'm at the festival and these are on and I've not got anything else, no other bands to go see, I'm
Go see
definitely
them.
going to go see
Go
them.
see
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Go
I
see
have
it
to.
for your buddy Keith. Go
I
see it,
will.
man.
I will. They might make it over there. They might make it over the pond. You have to definitely go see them if you do, if they tour.
All right, that's all I got for those guys, man.
Cool, me
Oh,
too.
you're listening to it. You're listening to it
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. That Nightmare King is such a good
It's
song.
so good, right?
Yeah, proper funky.
All right, so we're gonna move on to mine if that's okay with you.
Of course, yeah.
This one, I kind of like you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that these guys are in here. Or yeah. So the main song. So first of all, the band's called Melrose Avenue, and
Mm-hmm.
these guys have 223,000 monthly listeners. But I think that these guys deserve so much fucking more from
Yeah,
what they produce. Probably my favorite song from them is called "Suffering,"
yeah.
and I just love the way it starts. It gives me like a bear tooth kind of opening in
Mm,
a way
yeah.
with like a mix with like a little bit of wage war and a little bit of I Prevail in there.
Yes.
I can't get enough of these guys right now. It's one of my favorite bands at the moment. I don't know what it is about them. His voice, everyone's talented. It's new metal. It's what I love. It's like bread and butter for me, bro. It's like, just put that butter. Just give me more butter. That's all I want. And these guys they fulfill all the dopamine, like all the parts that in my brain that produce dopamine are on fire right now because of these guys. And it's just so good. I get so many happy like moments to where I want to sing with these guys. That's how much I want to like love these guys. What are your thoughts, man?
This was a very you pick. That's one of my first comments.
Thanks.
Very you.
There you go.
Very you
pick. Yeah.
But yeah, I did. I really enjoyed them. So I'd already got "Suffering" in my light song, so you must have sent me that or played me it before. So
yes,
that gives you a little bit of how much I like them. But yeah, they've got a new follower, and yeah, they actually describe themselves. So yeah, again, speaking of Australia, like
they're from Australia too.
Battlesnake, these also are from there, and they describe themselves as a powerhouse pop metal quartet that seamlessly blends infectious pop melodies with the raw intensity of metal. That is such an accurate description. Like if you listen to,
so good.
Especially the Suffering song, that is exactly what that is.
So if you go to their monthly listeners, 2 of them are from the U.S.
Yeah,
Chicago and Charlotte. From the U.S., but all the other ones are from fucking Australia. And I fucking absolutely love that, man. I'm so glad that their music found their way over here and
me too.
got into my ears because I love it. I love these guys. I would love to see these guys on a fucking tour. I would love to go to a concert that either they're supporting or the main act. I believe that these guys deserve a main act. And I think that, one day that's going to happen. I hope this is the band that I hope is my Gore moment this year. These are the guys. This one and the next one, I hope that are my 2 Gore moments this year. Because that solo right in the fucking middle of Suffering is just like, I got like heavy like Killswitch Engage vibes from that too. The way he plays his guitar. And I got a little bit of Zakk Wylde in there too. These guys, what's not to love about these guys? Fucking check these fucking guys out like fucking now. Stop what you're doing. Go listen to them.
Pause the show. We'll wait. We'll sit and wait.
And I'll wait.
Do it.
Yep. You done? All right. You back? All right. Cool.
You loved it?
You agree with me now. Thanks.
Yeah, these are like you said. If you like that whole, I don't know if you like the whole cloud of I Prevail, Wage War, and all those types, and Beartooth, you'll definitely love these because they are really
hands down
along the similar thing. These need to be supporting those bands in 2025.
For sure, man. But that's all I got for these guys. Go fucking check them out. Go listen to them right now.
Yeah, shout out Australia once again.
Again, right?
Yeah, Australia takeover, isn't it, for this episode?
I think it is.
So moving on to
next one, man.
Yeah, moving on to my next one is a UK band go by the name of Strawberry Lace.
This is very interesting for me.
Listen to Everbee. That's what my first thing to say is.
Oh, the album Everbee, yeah.
No, the song Everbee.
Oh, that's what's on right now.
Yeah, that one, yeah. Come on, let's do the Joe Rogan moment.
It's so funky.
It is funky, isn't it?
And I absolutely love that. I'm getting like jazz inspirations kind of deal, like jazz rock
definitely from that.
But I'm also getting a little bit of like music theory vibes from it, like math rock vibes.
Okay, that's the third time you mentioned them for one of my picks. Interesting. I've not purposely gone out for a math rock takeover this week.
I don't expect you to be a math rock guy.
No, I don't think I am.
Like...
However, the more I've heard of it, the more I think I quite like it. If I'm blatantly honest with you. Yeah, I find it quite funky. These definitely are funky. And these are actually the guys that came up on the Instagram targeted ad. It's these ones.
Okay.
So I think it was this Everbee song that was playing. And then I was immediately pulled in by that like first guitar riff and was like, okay, this is funky. And then I went to check them out, listened to a couple of their other songs. Jungle was the other one as well, which I think
Jungle was the other one I put on
well.
here too.
And
I put
yeah,
at least 2 songs per band.
Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, it turns out that they're from the east of England. I mean, I don't even know where they're from, but east of England. I have no idea. That could be anything. It's slightly vague. That like the east of the entire country. Like, what even is that?
Yeah, the whole country, the whole east side.
Exactly. But yeah, they're very funky. They're like an independent alt rock band. And these guys actually are on tour, and I'm debating to go and see them because I enjoyed them that much. They are on tour on, when is it?
Oh, they're from Cambridge.
Oh, they're okay.
Yeah, it says they're from Cambridge.
Oh, no, the tour poster's 2024, not 2025. Oh, no. Man, they were here in April of last year, and I
once
didn't get to see them.
3 of their top fucking cities are from Australia.
I know.
And 2 of them is from London and fucking Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? Did I say that right? Birmingham, yes.
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Hamburger.
Birmingham rather than Birmingham. But yeah, anyway, I love these. So yeah, I might have to try.
This was an interesting find. I actually
anywhere else.
Like this was another one that was like a
breath
of fresh air.
Did you actually like them?
It was more like I give these guys like a 6 out of 10. It's not hitting everything for me. But,
no, I didn't think it was your genre.
It's not really my genre to listen to, but it was very enjoyable to listen to. It wasn't anything that I didn't dislike per se. It's just not really my vibe. But I feel like this is a you vibe. This is a you band. I feel like this is all you right here.
Oh, I love that.
And you can have it, man.
Because I actually, when I heard them, I wondered if you would think that. I thought you might think I didn't expect what these guys sound like. I didn't expect you to either pick them or enjoy that type of music.
No.
When I heard them. No, okay.
But I really did kind of enjoy like the guitar because like me, I'm a big guitar guy. So if you got some like really smooth guitar, you got some nice melodies, you got some like nice scales going on, and it's smooth. It like I said, it had that jazz feel, and I love the jazz guitar.
Felt like it had the funk.
That funk and jazz mixture. It was very good, man.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
Definitely like a 6.5 out of 10 for me. But these guys were definitely a good pick, man.
Oh, good. Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention, I got a little bit from, I can't remember which song it was. It might have been the Jungle song. I got a little bit of an Arctic Monkeys vibe from it.
A little bit.
Just because I think
I was going to say more like Black Keys.
Yeah, Black Keys and Arctic Monkeys mashup.
More like Black Keys.
I think just because he's like singing in his accent, which I can probably hear more, no offense, I can probably hear him singing in an accent a bit more than you might hear it. But yeah, a little bit.
I did like it though.
Good.
I didn't hate it, so there you go.
That's
all I wasn't gonna like this one. Like you thought I was gonna like trash this one.
I thought when you used the words "interesting" earlier on today, I thought that was like, what is this shit you have picked?
I got some interesting thoughts about these guys. And you're like, shit.
Yeah, it fills me with anxiety when you say that. Because like I said in the message, it either means that it's going to be painstakingly
really good
terrible.
Or really bad.
Yeah, that like you just diss me the fact that I've chosen it. Oh, you absolutely love it and it'll be in your number one for the year. Yeah. But anyway, that's all I've got. Go check out Strawberry Lace, and I hope that these guys do well this year.
Love the name, by the way. That was another thing that I got. Like, I actually like that name.
Yeah. Well, I've just thought you might not get the thing. So Strawberry Laces are like sweets candy that we have here.
Oh,
and it's literally like a shoelace, but you can eat it and you can get strawberry laces. I think it's from that.
A picky thing to say about your food that you have, or the name for food that you have over there. little tangent here.
You're gonna
So
start bringing
you,
that up, are you?
so you name sprinkles hundreds and thousands.
Yes.
What the fuck? Why can't you just say sprinkles or sprinkles? like why hundreds and thousands? Why? Because there's hundreds and thousands of them.
I
I don't
think that
get
is
it.
the reason. I think that is
That's
such
it.
a
That's so
basic
dumb.
reason.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
How the fuck do
bro,
you know that?
because,
Don't you start
go for
bringing our food?
sprinkles, right? Sprinkles, that's 2 syllables. Why am I going to say hundreds and thousands? Why am I going to say more syllables than I have to here? It makes no fucking sense to me, man.
That is so fucking hilarious that you brought that up. How have you heard of hundreds and thousands? That's something us Brits keep close to our chest.
So it's
for obvious reasons.
So it's funny. So I watch this show called Make Some Noise. It's on an app called Dropout. It's like a subscription thing that I watch. And there's a show on there called Make Some Noise. It's like an improv show. And there was like an improv the thing that said what you would name this thing in this country or whatever. And it's just like wrong answers only, basically.
Oh, okay.
There says, what would sprinkles be called in like London or something like that? And the first answer was sprinkles, and I was like, I love it. Let's go. And then he actually said that they're called hundreds and thousands over there.
That is so
and every
fucking
one, every one of them was like, why? Like, it's so long. Like, why do you want that? Like, why would I fucking write that? I'm just gonna write sprinkles. There you go.
Oh,
Here,
my God.
you want sprinkles?
I feel so attacked.
Called out?
Yeah, I feel like that's something that none of us really discuss over here. But when other people bring it up and point out its blatant obviousness, it's kind of almost a little bit embarrassing. So,
I'm sorry.
On behalf of all the Brits, sorry that we call them hundreds and thousands.
No, you're not, because you're gonna get Brits that are gonna be like defending you. It's like, you shouldn't have to apologize to that stupid American.
With his snappy word that he can say in 2 syllables.
Oh my god,
that's so funny. I love that.
All right, so I'm gonna go to my
anyway,
next band.
moving on from that. Yeah.
Moving on. So I'm gonna go to my number one band this year to watch out for is Overthrown. These guys are absolutely fucking top tier, man.
Yes, they are.
I have literally been listening to them outside of this playlist, because I just can't consume enough of it. These guys are absolutely amazing. I say the song that I probably like the most by them is either Path of Destruction or what's the other one that Search for Solace. Search for Solace is probably my favorite personal one, just because I relate to that song more, because I search for solace, and it's kind of like I search for that peace, I look for that peace. But I love the way the song starts when he goes downfall and he screams it, and then fucking just drums and guitar kick in. These guys are absolutely amazing, but they only have, like, whenever I first wrote this down, they only had about 10.5K followers a month, and they're at 11.2 right now. So they gained a little bit of following.
That still is, I want to say, it's pathetic. They need so much more than that.
They need so much more. Give them millions.
They do.
These guys are so
go follow them now.
good. And they are from the UK. This was let's go UK, even though you call
They are from the land of the hundreds and thousands. That's what I'd like to be called.
That's my intro right there. That's my intro. I just love these guys. These guys are just so good. I can't get enough of them. They're just, like, what's not to love about these guys? They, like I said, they hit every receptor in my brain that gives me happiness. And I could literally just put this artist radio on and just be good all day. This is like, if it was just them, I could listen to them all day. I literally put them right close to a day to remember of how much I'm probably going to fall in love with these guys.
Because these guys are just really bold statement, Klaxon. What the fuck?
This is why they're number one. Because I think that this is going to be this is my first gore pick for them to fucking succeed. Because they got about 11.2 monthly listeners. Let's fucking bump those numbers up. Let's fucking those are rookie numbers. Let's fucking bump those bad boys up. Go give these guys some listens. You will not be fucking disappointed. I there's nothing more to be said, but there's just fucking follow them. They're fucking great, man.
Yeah.
I need your thoughts. What are your thoughts, man?
Well, firstly, I just can't believe that it's only 11,000 listeners. I'm really struggling to make sense of that. Because if you would have said to me, without me even looking, how many monthly listeners do you think these guys have got? I would have said easily at least 100,000, possibly more. But the fact that it's literally 11,000 is, yeah, like I said, it's sickening. Is that they need so much more? They're such a good band. So they basically, I don't think you mentioned they are like metalcore, deathcore vibes, and yeah, from the UK. I actually discovered these probably about 3 years ago with
Okay.
that Ghost, the Ghost song.
Yes, I do know
Ghosts.
the Ghost song.
That's one of my favourites. And
Okay.
another one, which I was just looking in the top 5 that I've got liked. Well, there's 3. So there's Ghosts, there's Tyrants, which is quite a good song,
Okay.
and Watch the World Burn, because that has got a really good
Oh yeah,
breakdown
Watch the
where he
World
kind
Burn is
of
so good.
he pulls the burn word out. Shout out to Sister Burn. He pulls the word burn out for like quite a long time. I love that one. Search for Solace. I'll probably have to listen to that a little bit more. I'm sort of familiar with it and I recognize the artwork, but I can't, without listening to it now, I can't think of the song. But the Ghost one for me is probably my favorite. I really like that song. It's such a good song.
Search for Solace is definitely my favorite one. I definitely
Mm,
really like these guys. I appreciate what they do. I
yeah,
appreciate you know, it's I don't know what it is. They just hit all the right fucking
they're just great.
buttons in my brain and then
Mm,
just and I leapt for it and I went with it and
I love that.
I'm gonna score all the touchdowns with these guys. These guys hit fucking every fucking point for me.
Mm, yeah, I love that.
But that's my top five, man.
I'm just checking the tour dates because
Do you see
they
anything that's
played
interesting?
they played a festival, Bloodstock Festival last year. Oh, sorry, not last year,
Okay.
2023. And their upcoming show, it looks like they've got one in London in March at the New Cross Inn in London. So anyone in London, go check them out because they're
Okay.
awesome. But yeah, other than that, there's no other dates, which is kind of upsetting, really. Yeah,
That's
they
so sad, man.
don't really have anything. So yeah,
But they are putting out
hopefully
regular
they get some.
music. Like on a
Yeah, yeah,
regular basis, they're putting out music. So that's why I really love these guys. And I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait to do more.
No, no, definitely. And also, have you seen where the people listen from to this band?
No,
Have you
actually,
seen
I
that?
haven't. Hold on. Let me fucking check that
Fuck
out.
me. Have a look again because yet again, Chicago are up there in the top 5, man.
Like,
They
for real, bro.
and
Chicago and
Australia
Charlotte again.
and
Bro,
Australia.
like, what is up with this? Australia and the US again on
I
top
love it.
here.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm so fucking happy to find these guys. I'm so happy that these guys are just part of my life now. These
Mm.
guys are
Well,
part of my everyday music.
so actually, they have just 7 hours ago posted on their Facebook page, Keith, which
Okay.
says that they've signed a new label or artist event management
Okay.
deal with Down for Life Music.
Oh
So
shit.
that is literally breaking news.
Oh
So
shit, that literally
hopefully
just
that does
happened.
mean, yeah, hopefully that does mean
Wow, let's fucking go, bro. This is my gore
that,
moment. Let's go.
yeah, you've got it. Yeah, you have absolutely got it. I
I
think they are going
fucking
to
want
do
these
well
guys
this
to
year.
fucking like be on
Mm,
top, man. These guys deserve it.
yeah, they
They
do
worked
deserve it.
hard
They
for
need.
it, and then like he's such an amazing vocalist too.
Mm,
That like what's not like you and I have both like recognized if your vocalist is shit, you're not really going to go anywhere.
no,
But
no.
if you're talented enough and your
Mm,
vocalist is talented enough, you will go places. And then I
yeah,
feel like this
definitely.
band will go places.
Hmm. Yeah,
But that's
I
my
think
top
that is
five,
it.
man. Let's get on to your number
Excellent.
one, buddy.
Yeah, so my number one is Orbit Culture, and they are from
Okay.
Sweden.
Yep.
And they have just, this is the band that I actually have seen live. and they supported Trivium on their last tour of the UK. And I think they're on another. I think they are on another support slot. And oh yeah, it's with Trivium again. So the latest tour that was announced was Trivium and Bullet for My Valentine, where Trivium are playing Ascendancy in full, and Bullet for My Valentine are playing. Oh, what album of theirs is like 30 years old or whatever? Whatever came out around the same time. That's what the tour is, and these guys are supporting them again. So yeah, I saw them supporting Trivium last year. Absolutely awesome. Very brutal. Very like hit me like a wall in your face. With the guy's vocals are just so loud. That's the only way that I can describe it. Like as soon as he started shouting down the microphone, I felt like he was like right there in my face shouting at me. But I absolutely just love the vibe of this band, and I think that they are going to do very well this year. So they're supporting Bullet and Trivium, and they've also got a load of festival dates as well lined up. These were also on the Download Festival poster, so
Nice. They better fucking be.
I'm definitely going to go see these there because I think at a festival
Like this is
awesome.
a must for you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, these are my gore moment for my picks because I think these are going to do really, really well. Yeah, and I know they're at they're actually probably one of the highest ones out of both our picks today. They're at 333.
I think they are the highest one. I think they are the highest one.
I reckon before they supported Trivium last, I reckon they've gained 100,000 listeners in a year.
Wow.
I think it was under well, maybe even more. I think it was either under or close to 200,000 when I first checked them out last year. So they've clearly had a lot of people go and listen to them from seeing them support those bands. But what did you think of them anyway? Do you like them?
I love these guys. I think that these guys are probably going to be one of my favorites this year to look out for as well. Cool. These guys have a great voice. I'm getting like very heavy metal vibes from these guys, like super heavy. Yeah. And his voice is just, I'm getting, I don't want to say like Alex Terrible vibes, but he's giving that kind of energy though. He's not vocal wise talented enough, but I think that he's giving that same energy that Alex Terrible does when he gets into his, his persona that he does into the band. I think that this is probably going to be one of my favorites to watch out for this year. Probably, like I said, I put 2 of their songs on here, and out of the 2, I kind of like Vultures of North. That one's probably my favorite.
I saw you listening to that actually earlier today.
Yes. Yeah. So like that was one of my favorites to listen to because I put all of your band songs in a row, and I just let it play while I was working today. And when this one came on, I was like, oh shit, there's going to be like another fucking breakdown. Like we're going to get like 2 fucking breakdowns in one song. Like let's fucking go. Like I'm all here for this. And then he screams through the whole thing, and then you get like the fucking slower than halftime drums come in, and then they start picking up with the double bass, and I was like, let's
tasty,
fucking go. Like, I'm about to fucking die in the pit today. Let's fucking go. These guys were just so fucking good, man. I absolutely love these guys.
I know that I don't need to sell these to you anymore.
No, you don't.
But I'm gonna. Because I think you're gonna love what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I'm not sure where this tour happened, but Baby Metal supported Slipknot somewhere.
Really?
But these were also with them. So there's a picture on their Instagram with Baby Metal, and I know you already fucking love that.
I love it.
Orbit Culture.
There,
yeah, there's a photo on their Instagram with them doing the whole thing,
I fucking love that, man.
Whatever that is. So, I know I don't need to sell them to you anymore, but yeah, that was 8 weeks ago. They posted a picture saying, thanks to Baby Metal and Slipknot, back to recording the new album. So we've got that coming out this year. That is very exciting to look forward to.
I fucking love it, and I got nothing else to say because I want to hold out more for like our picks for our solid and platinum choices.
Oh,
so I got not a lot more to say until afterwards.
Hmm. Okay, well, shout out Sweden and go check these out. That's all I've got to say
Oh
about
yeah, I
them.
mean Sweden's got like some of the best fucking metal music, man. Let's
Mm.
fucking go. But those
And
are our
L,
5 bands each. So
shout
there's
out to L.
10. This is 10 fucking new bands to me.
Hmm.
Like, and I enjoyed all of it for the most part.
Mm.
I say that, man, to listen to 10 new bands in a week is fucking absolutely insane for me.
I know it
To just
is.
fucking like, okay, how many different bands am I going to listen to this year
Mm.
now because of stuff like this?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I absolutely love these weeks that we get to listen to new bands
I
and we
love
get
this
to.
episode. I do.
It's just one of my favorites of the year. I think this is going to be our two staple episode at the beginning of every
Mm.
year. Going to be these two
Yeah,
episodes back to back because
yeah.
I absolutely love doing this. This is the kind of
Mm.
stuff that I like doing with you, man. I like
Mm.
going and giving
Me
you new
too.
bands to listen to. You love giving me new songs to listen to. I was like, I
Mm.
fucking vibe with this.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
any final thoughts before we get our solid and platinum choices for our bands?
Probably just echoing what you've said. Go check out, new bands because they are important, like just generally, because bands don't last forever. So, all the big bands, once they retire and stop touring and playing festivals and stuff like that, if we don't support the newer bands and make sure that they get, the monthly listeners and sell tickets and everything else, then we're not going to have any new bands for like the next generation or whatever. So yeah, definitely listen to some like if you don't have any New Year's resolutions, make one by at least just going out and checking a new band. Just go find one like Keith said on the playlist. Go and listen to like new metal bands or new rap or whatever it is that you want to, that you're a fan of the genre, and just go and pick out and try and find somebody new that you love. Yeah.
All right, so my solid choice for you.
Hmm.
This was kind of a harder. This was harder than I thought it was going to be. Giving
Was
you a
it okay?
solid, yeah. This was harder than I thought it was going to be. But I think I'm going to
Okay.
give the solid choice to you to Split Chain. I think that this was definitely a very interesting band. I definitely
Okay.
vibe with them a lot more. I
Yeah.
I just it was one of those bands that came in like full throttle and stayed full throttle for me through the
Mm.
whole way. And I really appreciate these guys for what they do. And
Cool.
this was definitely a solid choice for you, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
What was my solid choice?
This is tough. I'm really, really torn here. But I think your solid choice is going to have to be the For What It's Worth for me because I absolutely
Yes,
love
let's
them.
fucking go.
I really, really love them, and I'm just so happy that you've discovered them and shared them because I also think that they're going to do really well this year as well. We need more.
Me
We need more
too,
music.
man.
We need it.
Me
Yeah.
too. But
Excellent pick.
of course, it wouldn't be an episode without our shiny platinum picks.
Yes.
This
Ting.
one, this one by far has to go with Orbit Culture.
Yes.
Orbit Culture is definitely my plan. That's
Mm.
why I said I want to save a little bit more for these
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I first put these guys on, I just got the vibe that I was going to fall in love with these guys
Mm.
over and over all day, just listen to their music. I
Yeah.
went outside of these two songs and listened to just
Hmm.
them for a while because I
Yeah.
just vibed with this so much. I was like, fuck yeah, let's fucking go. And I cannot get enough of these guys. I want to listen to more and more. I
I
even
love that.
maybe want to do an episode about these guys because they're just so good.
Oh.
I really do love these guys a
Yes.
lot.
I'll be well up for that.
Like it, your other picks weren't. It's not like they were bad or anything.
Hmm.
It was just that Orbit Culture just fucking stole the
That was
show.
better. And
Like
I knew they would.
they
I
stole
knew
the
that.
show, and I just can't get enough of them. And
Hmm.
I'm super happy you picked this band.
Oh, I
I'm
love that.
so glad that I got introduced to these guys. It
Hmm.
was a little late for their like monthly listeners to be lower, but I'm happy that I'm here now. What
I'm
was
glad
my
you feel the
platinum choice,
same.
buddy?
I'm glad you feel the same way about them.
Yeah,
The same way that I felt like seeing them live. I was like, wow, these have really blown me away. Like I did not expect
I
them to be
can't get
that good.
enough of it, man.
So
I
it's funny,
can't.
isn't it? Because I genuinely thought you were going to pick Unprocessed for maybe the
That was
platinum
very
because you
hard. Our
because you
process
fell in
was
love with them or
good.
whatever. But
I did really fall in love with them, but it wasn't like the vibe I was looking for.
Okay.
and I still give them like a 7.5 out of 10. You know,
Okay.
like that's
Yeah.
really what I would
I love
give
that.
them. I
Cool.
definitely like love them, and I would definitely like tell everyone to fucking go listen to them because they're just so
Mm,
fucking amazing.
yeah. Okay. Well, my platinum choice for you has to go to Overthrown because of just how awesome they are. It was
Let's
a
go,
tough
baby. Let's
pick.
go.
It was a
Reigning
tough pick
champs. Let's
between
go.
obviously both our number one picks,
Yeah.
but that's just because of how awesome they are in it. And it's yeah, it is. It was a tough pick for me between which way round I chose the For What It's Worth versus the Overthrown one. But I mean, For What It's Worth, I've only got a few songs out. Overthrown, I've got quite a lot out. So there's a load of music that you can enjoy. And obviously, I'm kind of a little bit familiar with them already. So yeah, they get that. That is an awesome pick, and I love
I'm
it. And
so
I think
happy
you
with
did
that,
great.
man. This is so happy that we're both in love with like our number one picks.
Yeah, and they
Like they're
both
just
begin
like
with
they,
"oh," weirdly.
yeah, like right. It's so
That's
fucking
kind of a little
weird.
strange fact, isn't
Yeah. I
it?
love it, man. That's gonna be today's episode, guys. You know, this is gonna be our second episode on YouTube. Go check us out on YouTube. Hi YouTube.
Hey,
Uh,
too.
I just fucking absolutely am in love with the process that we're going through. Where it's like a learning curve here that we're still getting
Hmm.
used to. But once we got that
Yeah,
down, man, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna fly with it, and I'm very
we are.
happy with the direction that we're going now.
Yeah.
But with that said, Huxley, man, give us those fucking awesome socials.
So you can drop us an email, wavesacrosspod@gmail.com. You can now subscribe to us on YouTube, as we just mentioned.
That's right.
Links will be in the descriptions and our social pages. So make sure you go and follow, like, subscribe, leave us a comment, give us lots of love. We love you. You love us. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter @wavesacrosspod. Drop us a follow on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you are feeling lovely and nicely refreshed for the new year, please leave us a nice review because some people already have on Spotify. So we are a 5-star podcast as it stands. Yes.
Let's go, baby.
Um, let's go. And yeah, come and jump in our Discord, and yeah, come and chat with us about future episodes, past episodes, and new songs. Why not? New bands. Come and tell us about
I
your
would love
favorite
to
new
hear
bands.
new bands from everyone.
Yeah, me
Give them
too.
to
Yeah,
me.
I would
Give me
absolutely
all
love
of
that.
them.
Yeah, all of them, and then a bit more.
Well, with that said, y'all guys have a fucking ear opening rest of the week. Listen to some new bands, and most of
Mhm.
all, be good to each other. All right,
Yes,
guys. Peace.
love you.
Bye. Let's do the dancing.